Good morning and welcome back to our channel Princess Shit. Today remains the 13th of October 2025 and it's a wonderful Monday morning. We welcome you to Princess Shit channel. We have on the platform this morning Ambassador Newman of Theobat, who is out to speak one or two concerning the expected disbursement. You do well to pay attention to him and get all the vitals you need to get from this submission. Thank you, Ambassador Newman. Your time now.
Good morning, great people of Nigeria in grand community. It's a wonderful day and so interesting to come your way this lovely morning, the 13th day of October 2025. No matter how gra a goat is, a goat cannot compare itself with a lion. Greetings to all the Lions family in grand community. I appreciate God who has kept us all this while. I appreciate God who has made it possible for us to be among the living. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dr. Ambassador Peters, aka New Man, the National Ambassador of Theobat Global Foundation, the CEO of New Men Worldwide Foundation and Triflograph Multipurpose Cooperative Society Limited. It's a wonderful morning and it's so interesting to come your way. As a matter of fact, we Theobat people, we don't make noise. We decided to be mute for some time now, not because we don't have what to say. There are so many things to talk about, but those things are not the things that you and I are waiting for. Those things are not the things that we are supposed to disseminate to you. What you need right now is disbursement of Theobat grant. Otherwise, in our recent Lions family meeting, a lot were disclosed to us by Professor Theophilus Oloche Ebonyi. And a lot has also been achieved that would have prepared us or compare us to come and do VN. But doing VN is not the solution right now. So I personally advised myself and also my prof, the country director of Theobat Global Foundation, advised that we be careful at this moment with what we say to the masses so that we don't blow things out of proportion. Now, talking is not a challenge. We know how to talk when it comes to talk. We have the capacity and we have the ability to talk. But what you are talking about, is it interesting? Those are questions that need urgent answers. And after cogitation and recogitation, I realized that talking is not the issue now. Let us wait and give the masses the disbursement they deserve, the disbursement they have been waiting for. And that is why Professor Theophilus Oloche Ebonyi advised me personally to be selective in my VN and be watchful. When it is time, I will let you know and I will tell you how to go about it. And that is why Dr. Ambassador Peters, aka New Man, is somehow calm for some time now in social media. Well, ladies and gentlemen, great people, great subscribers, NGOs that partner with Theobat Global Foundation, great mother NGOs in Theobat Global Foundation, I greet all of you. I salute you now. I remove cap for all of you. Thank you for your waiting. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your understanding in everything that is happening in Theobat Global Foundation grant. thank you for your prayers and all whatever you are doing to make sure that this disbursement of Theobald grant become a reality. Well, as a matter of fact, I want to talk to all the participants of this grant under clusters and also the cluster heads that are equally waiting for the disbursement. I thank all of you because you are a wonderful set of people. Your understanding is so superb, and I appreciate you for how you have been waiting. Well, one thing I will let you guys know is that one thing that brought this grant is because of hunger. Professor Theophilus Oloche Ebonyi is a man of God that have been in ministry, and God added this advantage of grant, of opportunity of money to him. And by the grace of God, he went further to do all the necessary documents to ensure that this money come to him. And finally, the money came, and is working very hard, round the clock, to see that this thing become a reality. It's never his intention to delay the disbursement of Theobald grant. He's never happy seeing you and I being hungry. Even himself is hungry. Yes, because there are a lot of things he needed to do with money. There are so many things he wants to do. But until when he sees that the disbursement gets to you and I, that is when he will be satisfied and he will be fulfilled. In short, he wants to enrich as many number of people as possible in this country, Nigeria. Theobald Global Foundation, by the grace of God and by the mercies of God, is no longer a hidden mandate. It's not a hidden agenda as far as Nigeria is concerned. And everybody, the masses, the participants, the subsidiary NGOs, head of clusters, mother NGOs, the Lions family, the greatest, strongest family in Grand Community and in Theobald Global Foundation, know very well that Prof not disbursing up to today is not because he doesn't want to disburse, but to clear the air and put everything in proper shape so that as the money gets to your account, you have full access and capacity to use your money and spend it wisely the way you ought to. So, ladies and gentlemen in Grand Community, I want to talk to us because we are a reasonable set of people. There is no just way anybody can wake up from anywhere and come to pollute your mind against Professor Theophilus Oloche Ebonyi. And I want to also equally tell you that Professor Theophilus Oloche Ebonyi at this stage and at this point cannot be compared by anybody to do what he has already made up his mind to do. It's just waiting for the right time to throw the bomb, and everybody will feel the heat of what is going to happen. So I want to talk to you Nigerians, particularly subscribers of Theobald Grant, Newman Worldwide, Ria Foundation, and every other NGO in Theobald that are waiting for this disbursement. I don't have your list here to call you one after another. You have done so well by waiting. And I will like to tell you, I'm trying to be careful because there are so many things already on ground that if I am not careful, I will reveal the secret, but I wouldn't do that. I don't talk anyhow because I don't have diarrhea of the mouth. I respect Professor Theophilus Oloche Ebonyi. I respect him so much, and that is why my loyalty to him, I cannot compromise it. A lot of people have abused me, they have insulted me, saying all manner of things. But when I remember the person I am working with, the person I am following, the person I am standing with, when I remember him, I have to pipe low and swallow some things and bear some things and do what I need to do that will keep him moving on this journey. So, ladies and gentlemen, the disbursement of Theobald Grant is our basic focus, nothing else. That is the deal on ground. That is the language on ground. Nobody need to remind us, and nobody need to remind Professor Theophilus Oloche Ebonyi about that. He is about to do it, and he will do it because that is the mandate that he has signed to deliver. That is the mandate that he has promised God that he is going to deliver. Nobody woke him from the bed and said, okay, go and do this. He decided that this money will not just be for me and my families alone. I will use this money to satisfy the interests of the masses. And that is why Prof is still on this journey. There are many grand handlers today outside there. Nobody is talking about them because there is nothing reality about them to be shown. Everybody kept quiet, but only Prof today is the bone of contention, the subject matter that everybody brought on board to talk about. Why? Because it's accessible. Why? Because it's all over the social media. Why? Because if you want to see him today, you can see him. If you call him today, his phone will ring and you will talk with him. You will discuss whatever you want to discuss with him. Not so many grand handlers can be that disposed for you to have access to them. And not just that, Professor Theophilus Oloche Ebonyi remained the authentic and reliable grand handler in grand community today in Nigeria because it has been verified, it has been authenticated that he has the money. And that is why everybody is talking about Professor Theophilus Oloche Ebonyi. So, what happened to other grand handlers? That is not our issue. Their matter is not our matter. Their matter is not a bone of contention now. Professor Theophilus Oloche Ebonyi has the money and is about to do it. And no amount of pressure from anywhere can force him to do what he needed to do. He's working with wisdom, doing things in the right direction to make sure that this thing delivers successfully. Every modality is on ground for that to happen. So please, Nigerians, I know we have suffered. I know we have passed through a lot of things. A lot of water has passed under the bridge. That notwithstanding, we cannot jeopardize what we have labored for. We cannot in any way try to cause trouble for ourselves when we know that this thing is already with us here. I am talking to you because I know the reality on ground. And knowing fully well that there are so many destiny hanging on my shoulder, there are people that are following me, the whole world at large, they listen to us and they hear the stories about Theobald Global Foundation, and they are so much interested, waiting for this thing to be delivered to Nigerians, the participant directly under Theobald Global Foundation. So as an ambassador, the national ambassador of Theobald Global Foundation, it is my mandate, it is my responsibility to come to you, the masses, to talk to you from this angle, to let you know that nothing is in jeopardy. Everything about Theobald remains intact. The disbursement is in process. Everything is working out to see that you get the money. Prof is not a wicked person. It's just that he has to do the needful before the needful will be done and delivered to you. So, ladies and gentlemen, if a man does not have a purpose of waking up, sleeping becomes interesting. When a man is confused, you will see it in his talk. You will see it in his body language. You will see it in his thinking. In order not to be confused, ask questions so that you can be told what is on ground, so that you don't misfire when you think that you are communicating. Grand community is a complex society. What you say and what you don't say, people take record of it and they will use it against you directly or indirectly. By the grace of God, Professor Theophilus Oloche Ebonyi has members in his church that are worshiping with him even before this grand matter was introduced. So the point of whether or not he has a member or has members in his church is not a challenge. It's not a bone of contention to him. He's reigning today in social media, going viral in everything he's doing is by the grace of God. And we are praying that God Almighty will help him. He is sensitizing the society about Jesus Christ, telling them about the things of God, because for you to judiciously use this money for the benefit of your family and the benefit of yourself, you need to know God. If you don't know God very well, this money will be useless in your hand. You will squander it and you will go back to zero level. So it is very, very important that you have God mentality before you start spending your money. This is the right time to build your relationship with God. Know the things that you need to do and the things that you don't need to do. There are many people that will turn drunkard tomorrow because they have a lot in their bank account. There are many people that will turn to be something else tomorrow because there is money in their account. They will marry as many wives as possible, buying as many cars as possible, build as many houses as possible, even buying properties all over, traveling to countries that they have never can imagine in their lives, living lifestyle that you can never believe that this person like this will live this kind of lifestyle because too much money to spend in their account. So this is the time for you to organize and reorganize yourself, re-strategize yourself, have God mentality in you so that you don't waste your money, so that you don't useless your life. Because money in itself is a spirit, and the spirit that controls money, only God understands. Please, ladies and gentlemen in Grand Community, let us be careful with what we do so that we don't destroy what we have labored for. I appreciate Professor Theophilus Oloche Ebonyi. He's a man indeed. He's a man that listens to both his enemies and his friends. He doesn't discriminate. He doesn't segregate. He relates with people. Whether you are doing bad or you are doing good, he will give you listening ear. But you by yourself will be the one to run away when he strikes. He's a man that doesn't rush into taking decision. So be careful what you do and be careful what you say. Nobody is instigating anything against you. Don't be an enemy of yourself. If you are a subscriber in Theobald, please don't be an enemy of yourself. It's not all about subscribing for Theobald grant. You have subscribed. Yes. Do you believe in what you subscribe? If you believe, wait patiently. This is time for us to expect what we have been waiting for. The disbursement of Theobald grant is not a mirage. The disbursement of Theobald grant is not an empty promise. If it were to be an empty promise, I wouldn't have been on this journey today talking with you people. Great people of Nigeria in Grand Community, great subscribers all over the world, all over Nigeria, all over Africa. We call African because there are so many African countries that Theobald is going to disburse her money to. Represented, fully represented, they will get their disbursement by the grace of God. So, ladies and gentlemen, I come this morning to talk to you that all hope is not gone. You are counting months, you are counting days because of what you are passing through. Hunger is on the land, but by the grace of God, God has given Professor Theophilus Oloche Ebonyi this mandate, and it's because of hunger. And not just hunger alone, for you to invest your money and live a better life. There are people who have millions in their account, they are still hungry. Yes, I will not go deep into that for now. So it all depends on your definition of hunger. But one interesting thing to know is that when a man, remember that he has 5 alive and chicken in his fridge, fasting and prayer become very, very easy to do. It is only when you don't have hope of something coming, that is when your life will be frustrating. Having the hope that Theobald will disburse this grant to us very, very soon is a thing of joy. Is a thing that gives you an eye, that boldness and ability to keep standing for Professor Theophilus Oloche Ebonyi. I love Prof. I trust Prof. No be for mouth and no be by mouth. It is by what you say and by what you do. All of us can attack, all of us can fight, but what you are attacking and what you are fighting is what we need to really define so that we know where we are standing. Ladies and gentlemen, I wouldn't want to go far, but being that it's been a while that I come your way to address us about Theobald grant, even after the Lions family meeting of jubilation, where some people want to kill themselves because they see Lions family dancing and eating and singing and praising God. They were not happy. So many people were not happy. But don't be angry with us. It's not our fault, it's our effort. It's God that is doing it. The grace of God is sufficient for us. That meeting was a tedious meeting. Took us a long time deliberating on issues and also planning, re-strategizing on how things should be done so that all of you will feel the benefit of what we have been waiting for. Well, at this point in time, I would like to end this VN here. Prof, We appreciate you. Nigerians appreciate you. Great people and great subscribers of Theobald Grant, they so much appreciate you. Even though you don't talk, we feel the stress you are passing through, your sacrifice, and everything that you are putting in place to get this disbursement done for us. It's very easy to say, but it's not easy to be done. You have done well for us, and we believe in no distant time, based on what is on ground and what we know, we will receive the good news. No matter how it is, I cannot open my mouth to tell you it's today that disbursement will happen. New man cannot say it, but at least I have a clue of what is going on, and I have a clue of when it will happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, what you don't know is bigger than you. What you don't know is bigger than you. So, for you to know what you need to know, ask questions. Bury your pride and relate well. It's not about gra-gra. Gra-gra cannot do anybody anything. Bragging of this and that cannot take us anywhere. You only know yourself. You don't know another person. So be careful when you are talking, and be careful what you say. Nigerians, Theobald is for you, and you will get your disbursement. I end my broadcast at this point in time. Today still remains 13th of October 2025. I am Dr. Ambassador Peters, aka New Man, the National Ambassador of Theobald Global Foundation, the CEO of New Man Worldwide Foundation and Treflograph Multipurpose Cooperative Society Limited, the man of the people, the voice of the voiceless Nigerian, the last man standing, the buffalo in Grand Community, the naked transformer, the man who says, oh yeah, thank you, and bye for now.